Hi everyone, welcome back to StayingAlive.co, the road safety campaign for Cheltenham and Gloucestershire. And today is the 10th of October 2013. 2 days ago I gave this lot a call, the road safety group. It's run by the police and Gloucestershire County Council, and I wanted to find out about stats. I wanted to find where I could find some information. It was quite difficult actually getting to speak to someone who could actually give me any information at all, which was difficult, and the whole thing was very difficult, very stressful for me anyway, because essentially I was accusing them of not putting up the information for some reason or another, and I don't know why they haven't put up the data. So I wanted to find out, for instance, the number of fatalities over the last 20 years. I'd like to see the stats over the 20 years. I'd like to see them if they've gone down or up or stayed about the same or whatever. I want to see the stats. I want to know what's going on. And it would be even more useful if that could be compared with the best of other regions in England, or maybe the average of other regions in England, or even better would be to compare it with the better of the European countries. To see how we're doing in comparison to Germany or Denmark or something like that. Only by doing some kind of comparison can you really see if things are good enough. There's been a whole spate of very serious collisions, as we've talked about, a lot of fatalities in Cheltenham and Gloucestershire, and things don't seem to be that good. Where are the stats to prove otherwise? Okay, so essentially the conversation that I had, they were very, very defensive, and I can understand that. People feel threatened, people feel as though their jobs are being threatened, people feel as though they have to somehow justify what has been done, what hasn't been done. And so I said, please, can you give me some information? And time again I was given the response of, tell me what information you want and we can look it up, but it is very expensive. It costs a lot of money to the taxpayer to look up this sort of information. Basically, I was being made to feel very, very guilty for wanting to find out this information. I don't really think that's very fair, because it should be here anyway. That's what this website is all about. This website is all about giving us the facts and figures. There it is, facts and figures. Anyway, no facts and figures were forthcoming. They couldn't give me any details of fatalities in the last 20-30 years, and eventually said that I really need to make a freedom of information request. Again, they were very off-putting about this, saying that it costs a lot of money. But this is people's lives at stake. And how much does a serious accident cost the taxpayer? A serious accident, I've seen these figures before, and I will look them up for a future podcast, but I know that a serious, especially a fatality, is going to cost the taxpayer hundreds of thousands of pounds altogether when you've added up everything, including emergency services, hospitals, law, everything, police time. When you add it all up, it's hundreds of thousands of pounds. So to think that it's a waste of our money to find out the actual facts and figures, I really don't buy into that. Anyway, on one slightly positive note, I found a slightly hidden piece of information on this page. It's just a web design thing, it's not deliberately so. If you actually, instead of clicking on one of the sub list, if you actually click on the top thing, facts and figures, there's a few bits there to look at. I've just clicked on it now.